Today we have the review of the Apple Magic Keyboard with Keypad. Is this the best combination of wired and wireless keyboard that's available yet? Come with me and find out. So here we go. Wireless keyboards are fantastic, but they're not nearly as responsive for some tasks like gaming as wired keyboards. And that's where the Apple Magic Keyboard with numeric keypad sets itself apart. So in the box you get the keyboard, obviously, the manuals, and the lightning to USB cable. So the nice thing about that lightning cable is that it plugs into the back of the keyboard in the lightning port, so it obviously charges the keyboard, but it also allows you to use this wireless keyboard as a wired keyboard for instances that you would want to do that. So another big thing is that if you want to get into the BIOS settings or UEFI settings or the boot menu before the system boots into the operating system, you can't really do that with a Bluetooth keyboard, but with a wired keyboard you can. So in those instances, you can just plug the cable in and get into those settings without having to have a secondary keyboard hooked up to your computer. Now I know there's some that totally hate the chiclet style keyboard, and I completely get that, but this is definitely not the chiclet keyboard of the past. The keys do have a pretty shallow travel, but the size and the spacing of the keys is fantastic, and I had no problem with long typing sessions or hitting the wrong keys in games. Alright, so while we're talking about games, I reviewed another wireless Bluetooth keyboard recently, and it was horrible in games. I had absolutely no problem with this keyboard, either wired or wireless, in any games, and that's both in Windows and Mac OS, and actually Linux for that matter. So pairing is super simple. On OS X Sierra, you just plug the keyboard into your computer, detects it as a keyboard, and it's automatically paired. You don't have to go through a pairing process. If you're on a different version of OS X other than Sierra, or you're on Windows or any other device, you just pair it like you would a normal Bluetooth keyboard, and I had no problems pairing it with Windows, OS X, Linux, iOS, or Android. It worked just fine in all those operating systems. So because this keyboard is so thin, it doesn't have removable batteries, hence that lightning cable that comes in the box. But the battery life is supposed to be about a month, and having to charge once a month, I don't think is a bad trade-off for having something so thin and something that you are not going to have to continually replace the batteries on. So the Apple Magic Keyboard with Keypad is one of the more expensive Bluetooth keyboards at about $129 US at the time of this video. But I have to say it's one of the best that I've used, and in my opinion, it's worth that money. Just the versatility of being able to use it as a wireless keyboard and use it as a wired keyboard when you need, without having to have two keyboards hooked up, I think is a definite plus for this keyboard. So what do you guys think of wireless keyboards in general, and this one specifically? Let me know down in the comments. I'm really curious what your thoughts are. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to the channel and you like what I did here, please hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell next to it. That'll notify you when I put up a new video. Hit the like button, leave a comment below. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.